Hi everyone, welcome to Stretch Break. My name is Amber Langsford. For today's stretches, we are going to begin standing. So we are going to be moving down to the ground. We will be in a kneeling position. So if you need a little bit more cushion for those knee joints, I'd recommend grabbing a pillow or using a folded up towel or blanket just to have a little bit more support. Let's go ahead and get started. I want you to start by just standing with your feet right underneath your hips. Your hands are going to be relaxed at your sides. And we're just going to drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. We're lengthening out that left side of our neck. Taking nice, deep breaths. Inhaling through your nose. And exhaling through your mouth. Letting gravity pull your head down closer to your shoulders. One last deep breath in this position. Go ahead and lift your head up and then tilt it over to the opposite side, pulling your left ear to your left shoulder, opening up that right side of your neck. One more deep breath here. Go ahead and lift your head back up to center. Let's switch and get those shoulders loosened up and ready to go. So we're going to begin by doing some shoulder rolls backwards, lifting those shoulders up to your ears, rotating them backwards, squeezing those shoulder blades together before pulling your shoulders down, and then rounding. As we round and lift up, our shoulder blades pull apart. You're going to repeat that process 3 times. Once you've done 3 circles backwards, you're going to switch and roll your shoulders forward, rounding before opening and pulling right back up. Last one here. And then go ahead and just let those shoulders relax. We're going to switch next, and we're going to stretch our chest and do a chest opener. So I want you to lace your fingers behind your back. Your palms should be facing up to the ceiling. We're going to slowly straighten our elbows. As our elbows straighten, we open up that chest. You can even lift your chin up a little bit, looking towards the ceiling. Actively pulling your shoulders down away from your ears. We're just going to hold here and take nice deep breaths. One last deep breath here. And release those hands. Next, we're going to take our right arm. We're going to reach it up to shoulder height. We're going to cross our arm over towards the left. And we're going to bend at the elbow. We're going to reach our right hand back. And we're going to get as far down our upper back as we can. To add to that stretch, your left hand will just gently pull your elbow closer to your chest. We're just going to hold here. Two more deep breaths. Go ahead and release that right arm. Switching sides, left arm crosses over and reaches behind your back. Actively pushing at the elbow to get that hand further down that upper back and get your arm a little bit closer to that chest. One more deep breath here. And relax out of that. We're going to switch to a lat stretch next. So we're going to take one step out with each foot. So we have a wider stance. We're going to take our right arm and we're going to reach up and over the top, rounding down, trying to make a C shape with our body. You can brace your left hand on that outer thigh, reaching over as far as you can, opening up that right side body here. One last deep breath. On that exhale, I want you to straighten back up, lowering our right arm, raising that left arm and reaching up and over the top. Two more deep breaths. And coming back up to our standing position, we are going to bring our legs in and we are going to transition down to the floor. So we are going to be kneeling next. So I'd grab your pillow, towel, or blanket if you need that extra cushion, and go ahead and move on down to the floor. We're going to start with both legs kneeling to begin. We're going to begin with a adductor inner thigh stretch. So I want you to take your right leg and we're going to stick it straight out to the side. Now, if you cannot get your leg all the way straight, you can keep it at a bent angle if you need to. We're going to begin first by being up nice and tall, and we're going to lean over to that right, putting a little bit of pressure on that outer thigh. Kind of a similar position that we were just in with our lat thigh body stretch. Taking nice deep breaths, one last inhale, and exhale, straightening back up. We're going to keep our leg in that same position, but now we're going to take our hands and we're going to reach down to the floor. So as we're reaching down to the floor, I'm going to show you from the side, we're bending at the waist, reaching down and trying to get as low as possible. Maybe that's all the way to your elbows. Maybe you're braced at your thighs. Just stay wherever you are at to be in a comfortable position while getting a little bit of a stretch. One more deep breath here. And exhale, bringing that chest back upright. We're going to bring our right leg in and we're going to straighten out that left leg, performing the same stretches on the other side. So beginning by just leaning over towards the left. Putting a little bit of pressure on that outside of your left leg. If your knee, the inside of your knee is bothering you, make sure your foot is rotated so your toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. One last deep breath here. And coming back up to our straight position, we're going to lean forward, bending at the waist, sinking down as far as we can. getting as close to the ground as we can. We're still inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. One last deep breath here. And slowly walking your hands back up, bringing that left leg in. We're going to transition and lay down on our stomach. We're going to stretch our quads next. So I want you to brace your left hand in front of your body. And we're going to bend our right leg up. We're actively trying to pull our heel as close to our glutes as possible, keeping both of our hips pressing flat into the ground. If you're able to, reach back, grabbing a hold of the ankle and pulling your heel as close to the glutes as possible. You can feel free to rest your forehead on your forearm. You can also be using a stretching strap, or even if you have a dog, you can grab their leash and use that to hook that around your ankle and pull that strap so you don't have to reach all the way back. It's not always the easiest position to get in. One last deep breath here. And relax that right side, switching sides. So now we're bending that left leg up, actively pulling it as close to our glutes as possible, reaching behind or using a strap to pull that heel as close to your glutes as possible. One last deep breath. And releasing that left leg, we are going to push up onto all fours. And we're going to transition into our child's pose. So I want you to put your heels together. Your knees can be out in a V position. And we're just going to sink our hips backwards, trying to sit on those heels. Walking your hands out as far as you can, relaxing your head into the ground, taking nice deep breaths, feeling that belly press into your thighs with each inhale and pull away with each exhale. One last deep breath here. Coming up a little bit onto those hands, we're going to take our right hand and we are going to thread it underneath that left side, dropping down, trying to reach our right shoulder to the mat, looking up over that left shoulder towards the ceiling. We're getting a little bit of rotation through our spine here. One last deep breath. Coming up, placing that right hand down in front of you once again. Left hand is going to reach under and thread underneath that right side, looking up to the ceiling over your right shoulder. Taking nice deep breaths. One last deep breath. And exhale, coming back up to center. We're going to end with a few little rocks. So I want you to have your hips stacked over your knees, your shoulders stacked over those wrists. And we're going to do some gentle rocks side to side. Your shoulders and your hips are moving. One last rock, side to side. From here, you can slowly come on up to a stand. And that is all of these stretches I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you feel a little bit less tension and you're ready to get right back into your day. Have a great day and see you next time.